G'day everybody. I'm live on YouTube again for another stream. It's good to have your company. I'm hoping this works well. I'm hoping you can hear me nicely. The Sri Lankan team are taking the field and Australia have won the toss, chosen to bat first. I'm really looking forward to this. Hoping this is going through, but I'm not sure. It should be, but no idea. Yep, I think it is. So, David Warner and Usman Khawaja are opening the batting, and they are making their way on the field. As you know, this is a very exciting game. Australia won the first test, and yeah, I'm just looking at the screen right now, and there's some Australian supporters. I don't know where you're up to on the screen, if you're watching. And if you're just listening, that's also fine. Whatever you're doing, it doesn't really matter. Just enjoy the stream. Alright. Australia taking the field now. Sri Lankans waving their flag. And I'm really looking forward to go. I did a poll on my Instagram page, and it looks like Australia are the favourites to win. Very much so. And I do feel like they're definitely in the box seat. It's actually, it just shows how much of a better side Australia are at the moment, because I've had 26 people partake in this poll, and 22 of them, or 85%, said Australia would win, and 2 of them said Sri Lanka would win, which is 8%, and 8% said no result. So I don't know how much some of these people watch cricket, to be honest, but I'm pretty sure it's about right, if you ask me. So yeah, share your thoughts in the live chat. We're not going for the first ball yet, but we're getting close to that. And I'm very excited. I haven't been live on YouTube in so long, but I thought I just got to get back into it, if you know what I mean. No wicket for nothing, nothing for nothing. The feeling I love the start of a test match. That's my favourite part of a game, to be honest with you. It's better than any other section. I think it's Rajita with the bowling. He's in the attack. Khawaja will be facing the first ball. And traditionally, Khawaja is known to bat 3, so it's interesting how this is going to go. Rightio. Khawaja's facing up. We're going to get ready for the first ball, live from Galle International Stadium. Galle, I think it is actually. Anyways, Rajita runs in and bowls. And Khawaja leaves the ball outside off stump. So Australia... Yeah, but it was a good delivery, that one. It was sort of pitched up, outside off. It's quite a full length, if you ask me. But if you look at the tests against Bangladesh, Kasun Rajita, 2 matches, 11 wickets, average of 14.9, and a 5-wicket haul as well. So he really is on fire. And I will, throughout this stream, talk about the West Indies-Bangladesh contest briefly, and also quite a bit on England versus India, because they're very good contests. Alright, Rajita to Khawaja, and that's another sort of a length delivery outside off stump, left alone, and going at a pace of 131 km an hour, which is 81 mile an hour. And yeah, it's kicking off. It's trying to get the length right. It's actually, that second ball a better length, I reckon. Because, in club cricket, I'm always encouraged to pitch it up, but actually in test match, you do have to draw it back a little bit and get it right on the length. You don't want to get it too full, because these players are really good and they can crush anything through in professional level. Alright, Rajita again, and that's nice and full, and Khawaja, well, not too nice. Khawaja hit it to mid-off there for no run. 137 km an hour. I think he brought the pace up there a little bit, trying to get it into the wicket a bit more. Which is not a bad option, of course. So yeah, it's good. There's a couple of people watching. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the live chat. Anything, even if it's not about cricket, to be honest, just say what you think about anything, as long as it's not inappropriate. He bowls again, and that's a not shorter, it's just it didn't bounce much, that one. And it was blocked to sort of that extra colour for no run. Australia 0 for 0, as you can see. It's been 4 balls, 4 dots in a row. And yeah, This is interactive commentary, better than TV, I suppose, because we engage with you. We try and get the audience involved. So yeah, 2 balls left of the first over of this test match. It's a very exciting contest. I think it'll be quite close, personally. As he goes in and bowls, and that's left alone outside off stump, and it goes through the keeper, and they grab a bye there, and Khawaja's off strike, and Australia 0 for 1 after 5 balls in the first over. And that's a bye, as I said. Warner's on strike for the last ball of the over. I just looking back at the old days with David, think about the old days with David Warner, how he used to get trapped in the pads. I'm not trying to commentate a curse, but that's probably what Sri Lanka's bowlers should do. They should actually just trap him and, just put pressure on it. It's decent. As we know. Checking out what's the latest in the news in cricket. That'll be up soon. I think I'll put that up. And yeah, the keepers, Dick Weller, he just went straight through his gloves. And boom. Not the easiest thing, but Rajita for the last ball of the over. He runs in and bowls to Warner and is left alone outside off stump. It's a length delivery there. Quite nicely bowled. And at the end of the over, it's 1 for nothing. So I'm going to read out the teams for you. So looking at the different teams. Firstly, Australia. They have David Warner, Usman Khawaja, Marnus Labuschagne, Steve Smith, Travis Head, Cameron Green, Alex Carey, Pat Cummins, Mitchell Starc, and Nathan Lyon, as well as Mitch Swepson. So Australia decided to go with 2 spinners, keep the original lineup, and they didn't change it. Sri Lanka brought in 4 changes. Into the side is Kamindu Mendis, Mahesh Theekshana, Prabhath Jayasuriya, and Kasan Rajita. So there's been a bit of a change, particularly in the bowling attack. Dimove Karunaratne is obviously opening. He's the captain for Sri Lanka. Pafum Nissanka, number 2. Number 3, Kusal Mendes. Number 4, Angelo Matthews. Number 5, Dinesh Chandimal. Number 6, Pascual Mendes. Number 7, Nirishan Dikwela. Number 8, Ramesh Mendes. Number 9, Mahesh Theekshana. Number 10, Niketh Jayasuriya. And number 11, Kasun Rajita, who bowled the previous over. And now taking the attack is Ramesh Mendes from the city end, and he's bowling right arm off break, I believe. He averages 28 with the ball. He's played 8 games, 31 wickets, 2 5-wicket hauls, a strike rate of 57, and a best of 6 for 70. So it's interesting. They're bringing the off spinners on nice and early. I'm sure this is subcontinental conditions. It shouldn't be too bad. Khawaja is very good against spin though, so I look forward to watching this contest. To be Mendes to Khawaja, and he bowls the delivery, and it's on the stump sort of, and it's been blocked in front of him, dribbles away, and it was 84k an hour. He kind of looped it through the air a little bit, not too much loop, but there you go. It's a nice game of cricket, and we're into another over again. There won't be many adverts in this stream, I promise you. Bowls, and that one's looped up and hit to, well, just extra cover. There's some people tuning in as well. That's awesome to hear. Just share your thoughts in the live chat. Don't be scared. Enjoy the commentary. Turn down the TV, time shift it, and just enjoy listening to my coverage of this game. Ramesh Mendes to Khawaja. Bowls that side off stump. Khawaja hits it away through point. And there's a fielder there to stop it, so it'll only be 1 run. Gets off strike. He's retained the strike to these spinners, which will put pressure on, but I feel like at the same note, Mendes would want Khawaja to be off strike simply because he's very good at playing spin front up, and they want to get Warner trapped early. And that's probably Sri Lanka's plan here. I'm sort of reading it myself. Alright, Ramesh Mendes bowling to David Warner. It's 2 for no wicket. It's been 1.3 overs. If you've just joined us, noticed a few of you have. Bowls to Warner, looped up. Warner hits it through sort of cover point region for 1 run. And Australia 0 for 3. Yep, it's been one of those games where it's just spin it, bring it in immediately. It's a good start. Yep, live and free on analog TV. It's been a while. I kind of miss doing these. This is something I really miss doing on my channel. He bowls again to Khawaja, and that one's defended to, I think, that 3rd man region. No run. I would say, though, that basically when I'm doing these streams, it's a lot more fun than spending 5 hours editing a video for 20 views. So talking live, because I do radio. I like live stuff, to be honest, because I feel like, I mean, it's good to have on demand as well, but it's good to have people just listening while you're doing it. Bowls to Khawaja, and he hits it through third man. Oh, that might actually be no, it won't be a boundary, but he grabbed a couple runs. The fieldsman had to do a chase. It's 0 for 5. It's been 2 overs now. And yeah, share your thoughts in the live chat. It's been a while. It has been. And yeah, I'm glad to see people coming on this stream and enjoying, what I have to say. It's actually good. And speaking of which, what am I going to follow now? I'm going to get on to India versus the series itinerary. I'm going to go through that because that's what's on my screen. And so Australia won the first 2 T20s, Sri Lanka won the third T20, Australia won the first ODI, then the second, third and fourth ODI was won by Sri Lanka. Australia won the fifth ODI and they won the first test, which is not too bad. This test will finish on July 12 and that'll be the end of the tour, and then I believe Australia will be up in Queensland playing, and also Northern Territory, I think. I'll check on that, but I know they're playing. Rajita to Warner, and Warner plays a good drive-through point. That's going to go for 4. That's a very good shot because he just waited on the length and just sat on it and hit it away. It's not sat on it, obviously, but you know what I mean. He drove it. It was outside off stump. He opened up the face of the bat and just went swing through the line of the ball. Very nice batting, and it just shows concentration is the key, and that's probably why they wanted to put the spinner on David Warner. There's a pacer back in the attack, and David Warner's just loving it. So, it kind of makes sense Sri Lanka's tactic to have a spinner on, but first up, as much as traditionally it's not, but there you go. Warner's already on 5, Khawaja on 3, Australia 0 for 9, 2.1 overs. Rajita runs in and bowls to Warner, and he blocks it back up the pitch for no run. There you go. It's been good fun. Not going to doubt that. You can share your thoughts in live chat there. There's some Australian fans here having a good time. Yeah. Cricket is one of those fantastic sports. I don't know what to do. I don't even have any adverts at the moment, so that'll be fun. Alright. So, I just need to talk because I don't want dead air, do we? He bowls again, Rajita, and it's tied on the stumps, defended by Warner. Sorry if I'm getting a bit too loud there. I've got this new microphone, and basically, I'm going to show a bit of face cam actually. Basically, I set up this new microphone, and it's hard because if I get too far away, it's way too quiet. But I'm still trying to work out the right position on the microphone. Which I can put this on here, and it just. Yeah, I guess I'll figure it out. I don't personally, because I'm looking at the screen, I'm not looking at the camera when I'm commentating, so that's why I'm a bit of a skeptic having it on all the time. He bowls to Warner, and that one's defended to cover for no run. And indeed, yeah, looking at myself just then, it's actually interesting. I don't know, it's because I'm on live like for hours, so having my face on the full time, well, it's fun, it's fine, but it's not fine at the same time, you know what I mean? But I kind of put an image on so you can look, because a lot of you might just be looking at the cricket. But I do put a scoreline here so you know what the scores are roughly. Bowls to Warner, that one's defended back down the pitch for no run. Yep. And do, please, share your thoughts in the live chat. I'd honestly be very interested to hear, as you know. Yep. It's 10 viewers at the moment, so I'm quite impressed. I usually don't get that many listeners for this sort of stuff, so it's good fun. And plus it's midday on a Friday, but I guess some of you might be in isolation and things like that, so that's probably why. I'm not sure though. I kind of want to know how long you're listening for. I hope you listen for a bit longer, of course, biased. He bowls again to Warner, and he pushes it back up the pitch to mid-on for no run, so that's been 3 overs, and it's 0 for 9, Australia. Alright, so, as you know, don't have any adverts to play, so I'm going to go on to the India versus England now, and India beat England in the first T20. India batted very well, 51 for Hardik Pandya, 39 for Surya Kumar Yadav, 33 for Deepak Huda, and they made 8 for 198 off the 20 overs. India made a very good start with the ball. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar got a wicket in the first over. Dawood Malan started about decently as the overs went through. And then, then basically he got out for 21, Dawood Malan, making England 2 for 27 off 4.2 overs. In that particular over, Hardik Pandya got 2 wickets, including that one, and also Liam Livingstone out for a duck. Jason Roy got dotted. Hang on, I'll follow this ball. Ramesh Mendes bowls to Khawaja. He charges down the track. That's an excellent shot from Khawaja through sort of that mid-on region. It goes for 4. And it's no wicket for 13 Australia. And he just launches himself there. Khawaja's on to 7. This is a great batting performance from him so far to start. A great start from him. I shouldn't say performance. He's just started. But hit that's almost the middle of the bat. That's a very good shot. Good strike. And yeah, well, England-India... Jason Roy getting dotted up. He slashed the ball in the air. He bowls to Khawaja. Oh, I have to follow 2 games at the same time now. Khawaja blocks it to cover that. Anyway, so Jason Roy made 4 off 16. Ali and Brooks started to pick up the pace, building a decent partnership. And then it ended at 5 for 94 after 12 overs of stumping and plenty of catches to finish off the game. England all out for 148. And now back to Sri Lanka, Australia. Mendes bowled to Khawaja and it was hit to mid-off there. No run. So yeah, lots of cricket. Khawaja just racing down the track. The end of this over, I'll talk about West Indies, Bangladesh as well. Yeah, that's a shot of the over, probably. Let's see. I mean, I'm now hyped. I want him to hit another good shot. I hope you are too. Share your thoughts in the live chat. He bowls to Khawaja, and that's clipped around the square leg region, and it'll go... The fielder will be able to stop it, but it'll be 2 runs. So it's no wicket for 15. So yeah, 3.4 overs done. It's not so bad, is it? 9 runs for Khawaja off 14 balls, Warner 5 off 8. And the bowler, Ramesh Mendes, figures of 0 for 10 off 1.4, which is very fast for a start of a test match. Bowls, and it's blocked back down the pitch for no run. And he's this off-spinner, Ramesh Mendes. And I said earlier, he'd be good to be in the attack as an off-spinner, but I don't know. It's a bit interesting, isn't it? Is he really going to be? I'm not sure. There's 1 ball left of the over. Then I'll talk about West Indies, Bangladesh for a bit. This is Sri Lanka, Australia, live on analog TV. Bowls, and that one's defended quickly for no run. End of the over. No wicket for 15 off 4. Yes. West Indies versus Bangladesh, the third T20. The West Indies beat Bangladesh by 5 wickets. Bangladesh made 5 for 163. Leighton Das with 49 and Afif Hossain with 50. The highlight of the innings. For the West Indies, Nicholas Pooran hit 74 off just 39 balls, great knock, and also Kyle Mayers hit 55 off 38 balls. The West Indies chased the target with 10 balls left, so it was certainly a good game from the West Indies, no doubt about it. If you have anything to say it in the live chat, but also, yeah. It's an alright start for Australia. There's been 1 extra. Khawaja's on 9, Warner's on 5. Next up to bat will be Labuschagne, Smith and Head. And yeah, I really look forward to having your company all the way through this afternoon. I'm going to do the third session probably, and then I'll see how it goes. I'll probably stop for lunch break at 2:30 Perth time, which shouldn't be an issue. Alright. Hope you can hear me nicely. I do want feedback. I mean, I know there's people here, but it feels like I'm talking to thin air. I like to put music on, but then I get copyright striked. Just some background music in between overs or whatever. Play half a song. Bowls to Warner, and that one's beating him outside off stump. It sort of leaped up on him. He put his bat down, and it's gone across him. No run. And the keeper catches it. Not out, of course. Good length again. Trying to draw the edge. And the pace bowler's now doing better. It's just... I think the trick is get the pace to Khawaja and the spin to Warner, but that was just honestly a peach of a delivery there. And no doubt about it. Please subscribe to this channel, by the way. I'm not pushing it too much, but be nice. He bowls to Warner, and that one's defended to cover for no run. If you're just going to enjoy listening to commentary, that's also fine. I mean, I do love the interaction, but I'd rather you... How do I say this? I'd rather you listen and say nothing than not listen at all, if you know what I mean. I mean, you do know what I mean. You're not gonna if you're not gonna say anything, you're not gonna say anything. All right. Yep. No, it's been the cricket's good. It's so much fun commentating. I have to say, I love doing it. Warner faces up. He bowls to Warner, and that one's defended for no run. And again, it's school holidays for me, so I haven't really had the chance in so long to do a live cricket stream on YouTube. So I look forward just to have the fun of doing this, and it's great to be with you all on this Friday afternoon. I mean, the weather's okay in Perth at the moment, but it's not the most exciting. So yeah, I don't even need to be wearing my headphones, to be honest. It's just a prop. So yeah, I can just take them off. I think I'm just trying to be funny or something, or try and mute out background noise or whatever. I hope you can't hear too much background noise. Be honest with me and feedback on that, because I don't really know, to be honest. So yeah, it's been not too bad. And Rajita's been bowling. Kasoon Rajita's been bowling well. He's 0 for 4 currently off 2.3, which is just awesome. So yeah, some more new viewers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I can see how many people are watching, which is just awesome. It's actually cool, but at the same time, I'd like there to be more, to be honest. I sort of sometimes feel like I'm speaking to thin air, you know, how that all works. So, 15 for no wicket. Warner on 5, Khawaja on 9. They're just the general stats of this game. When there's pace bowls, I have a bit more time in between deliveries just to chat with you. Have a sit-down session. End of the sit-down session just now. We got Rajita to Warner, and he hits it over to the square leg-ish region for no run. These cricketers, I always wonder, how much do they get paid? How much do these cricketers get paid? How much do they deserve to get paid? Who should get paid more, a doctor or a cricketer? Let's have a divided topic. Well, to be honest, they're two different industries, so it's hard to compare, but yeah. Both deserve good pay. That's what I'll say. Doctors save lives. Cricketers, it takes them they have to work so hard to get their careers. But then again, doctors are saving lives, and so do doctors, but there's more of them. Bowls, and that one's knocked over Warner for 5 runs. He's been bowled. I think it was off stump. It swung away, an outswinger from Rajita, and he gets his first wicket. What a delivery there, honestly. Absolutely magical. And just pitched it around about the middle stumpish area, and it just swung away, castled Warner, and Australia won for 15. I'm pretty happy about that. No, I'm not, but I'm trying to sound like I am. For the Sri Lankan fans, you guys are awesome. Thank you for watching. Alright, Warner out for 5. It's 15 for 1 Sri Lanka. Next to bat will be Labuschagne. And yeah, I had the feeling Rajita was bowling well. Actually, I thought Khawaja would get knocked over, but no, I think Khawaja will bat decently today. No commentator curses. Was that a commentator curse for me talking about how much cricketers get paid? I don't know. Anyways, Labuschagne walking out in the field now. Warner out for 5 runs off 13 balls. You know the gist. You know the general knowing of what I have to say here. Yep. Also, while I got a few seconds with you, I do a radio show for like young people perspectives and all that sort of stuff, especially from Australia or WA. Then you can listen online on radiofremantle.com wherever you are in the world, really. And I just chat, play music. It's pretty good fun. So that's not too bad. It's not really cricket related, but if you like stuff, if it's stuff outside of cricket. Anyway, back to the cricket. Labuschagne, average of 53, absolutely fabulous. 28 matches, 47 innings, 2,403 runs. Yeah. Such a good player, and I just remember just watching him, his rise of form was great to see. So just because Warner's out, Sri Lanka have another challenge now. But yeah, great delivery from Rajita. Absolutely fabulous. Pitching top of off stump. That's the line you want to hit, really, isn't it? The area you want to hit. And, you know, the club cricket coaches, they tell you from day one, bowl for the top of off stump. That's where you get wickets. And just simple stuff like that, simple line and length, Warner gets knocked over. But again, he probably did need to improve his footwork there, David Warner, if I'm critic. I mean, I do average 3 or 4 with the bat, but I know what I do wrong, so that's what I get wrong a lot, so I know Warner can as well. Hopefully you're not going to bowl to me and try and work on my weakness. Alright. Regita to Labuschagne, last ball of the over, he bowls. That's left alone outside off stump for Labuschagne's first ball of his innings. It's 1 for 15 after 5 overs. And, yeah, the solid team. Honestly, it's... Kasun Regita is one of those bowlers that just keep it going good. I'm going to go through his stats right now for you. So, Kasun Regita has been, well, a prominent of Sri Lankan cricket. He averages 26 with the ball in Test cricket. And to be honest with you, he's only played 11 games. He's got 36 wickets. And as much as he's, how old is he? He's 29 years old. Much as he's 29 years old, I do think that can I be bothered? Underrated cricketers, so many of them. Like, he's not underrated because we haven't seen enough of Kasun Regita. Like, it's one of those cricketers where you just don't hear much from. And to be honest with you, he's been playing Test cricket since 2018, so over 4 years, 11 games. I think they should give him a more chance. But then again, countries like Sri Lanka do get less chances to play cricket in general. Because, I mean, the most unfairly ripped off cricket team for me would be New Zealand, because they don't get any chance to play, really. So, they're the West. Hello, Liam Walker. I don't know how long ago you joined, but g'day. Thank you for watching. I was just going through stats, so that's why I didn't answer to you, but thank you. Khawaja's facing up. Life is great. Life is good. It's Ramesh Mendis, I believe, bowling now. And he bowls to Khawaja. And that one's defended to Khatha for no run. All right. Warner. That delivery to Warner. Honestly, you could look at that 1,000 times. Regita got Warner out last over if you just joined us. And yeah, it was good. He bowls to Khawaja again. Khawaja cuts it past that third man gully type position, and it will go for 4. Yes, excellent shot from Khawaja. That was excellent batting. 1 for 19 Australia. Khawaja is on to 13, and yeah, very good. Problem is, when I talk too loud, the audio goes up and it crackles a bit. So, apologies if that happens, because it's hard for me to watch everything all at the same time, because I don't really have a producer to do that, so just happens, it just goes the way it is. Nice and natural sound, except that little bit there, but oh well, it's called distortion, basically, when you go too loud. But I'm trying to set it, because my regular talking, it's just bowls to Khawaja, and that one's, he went for the cut shot and he's missed it, and there's no run there. So the thing is with audio, I know it's cricket, and I don't want to talk about audio, but basically, the sort of when you broadcast, this microphone particularly, it's so hard to get the levels right, because when I yell, it gets too loud and it gets red. But then if my regular talking's too quiet, he bowls and that one's defended for no run. I feel like I'm confident in my broadcasting voice. It's just sometimes I just don't get it right. I don't know what level it's hitting right now. Where is it? Around -5. That's not too bad. You're not probably audio professionals. Gosh, I've lost all my listeners now. Oh, live listeners have dropped off. Oh well. Please forgive me. Ramesh Mendis to Usman Khawaja. He blocks it for no run to Khatha. Are you still there, Liam? Still there? Or are you just popping your head in to see what I'm doing? Alright. Quick sip of water there. Bowls to Khawaja, and that one's defended to gully for no run. I do think I need a bit more engagement to keep this channel running, though, to be honest with you. It's not going to be that easy. It's not a walk in the park, because I've got so many commitments. So yeah, it's just good to be back. It's great to be back. And yeah, end of the over, 1 for 19 off 6 overs. Thanks to all listeners for just joined. I can see the ratings, by the way. I don't know who you are, I can just see the numbers. Alright, 19 for 1 Australia. It's been 6 overs. Labuschagne just entered about, Kasun Regita. I hope I got the name right. Brain fade at the moment. Regita got Warner out a couple overs ago. and Labuschagne's a new batsman. So if you've missed what's happened, you've got Khawaja and Labuschagne batting together. He bowls, and that one's pitched up to Labuschagne. He gets a single. It's 1 for 20, and it's not a bad game, to be honest with you. Is it? So yeah. All right. Just a moment. Yeah, so just share your thoughts in the live chat. I'm here alone doing this, so it's not a walk in the park. And yeah, it's not too bad, but I need a bit of filler audio. What was my old... No, I can't find it. I need an advert now. Let me put up... Hang on. Put up the audio capture device, and I'm going to put in... If you'll get something ready for you. Because I won't... I need to stop at some point. Alright. This is an audio thing. No, not music. Alright. I'll sort that out for you, for myself. Khawaja faces up to Rajita, and Rajita bowls that side off stump, left alone for no run. That was a good delivery. So it's been 6.3 overs, 1 for 20. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the live chat. Indeed. And here what we have this week on the radio program. This week... Oh, that's what you'll hear at the end of the over, because... I need to put something up because I need to have a break every so often. Like, no offense to you guys, would love. But anyways, Rajita's figures 1 for 5 off 3.3, absolutely fabulous. Trust me. Bowls to Khawaja, and he's left alone outside off stump. Not too bad actually. Let me just cue this. Not bad. All right. Yeah, I think it's royalty-free music, so it's fine. So there's 6 viewers at the moment. So Khawaja's on 13, Labuschagne's on 1. Gee, 1 for 5 for Rajita. I think I missed a couple balls accidentally. Not sure. I think I haven't, actually. I'm trying my best at the moment. I haven't talked non-stop alone for more than 10 minutes for so long, to be honest, because, I do a radio show and I can barely talk alone for 5 minutes. It's funny. He bowls to Khawaja and he drives in straight to cover, and it's no run there. Khawaja's on 13 off 26. And yeah. So yeah. It's not too bad. You got to be really innovative. I mean, I'm lucky I'm from home, because if I did this at the radio station, for example, I'm not a sports radio presenter, I just do music, but yeah, I wouldn't be able to transition. Bowls and left alone outside off stump for no run. It's the end of the over. Australia 20 for 1. This week on Saturday Afternoon Roundup, join me and Grace as we talk all things related to the younger generation and also our local community, as well as plenty of good music. 107.9. Shout out to Radio Fremantle there. This isn't Radio Fremantle production, this live stream, but shout out to them, because I'll be on doing my show on tomorrow with Grace, which will be 2 p.m. WA time. So check that one out. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Yes. I forgot how short that was, to be honest. But yeah, not too bad. All right. 1 for 20. Just cracked open a soft drink. I'm ready to go. That was a short pref. It was, but yeah. So there's plenty of you out there listening, which is good to see. But not many people saying stuff, so just, well, if you're too scared to talk, but, you're interested in this, don't forget to subscribe. Definitely consider it. I have been on a break for a while, but if you all subscribe, I'm more likely to hang around and entertain you with more stuff like this, which is awesome. Alright. So, tremendous to Labuschagne, and he blocks that one to the short leg for no run. So not bad from him. It's 20 for 1 Australia. I hope the scores are right on the screen. Yeah, they are right. Good. Okay. And what have I got for you? Find a couple. Alright, Ramesh bowls to Labuschagne. That's blocked for no run. Put a thing up. Yep. So it's been a good sort of week or so. Yep, it's been pretty relaxing. Bowls, that one's hit through to mid-wicket. And there'll be a run, so it's 1 for 21 Australia. I'm loving the soft drinks, honestly. These lemonades are so nice. It's just magic. I'm not paid to promote them, but they're so good. 21 for 1. Gosh, when you're more than a few overs into the cricket stream, it's hard to find stuff to talk about. Debutant though. Sri Lanka had a debutant, and his name was Mahesh. I think it was Mahesh Feekshana. Not bad. Alright, he bowls to Khawaja. He sweeps around the corner. That will go for 4, I think. Yes. So that's a boundary. Australia 1 for 25 here at this game. And just paddled it around the corner. Let himself glide it. Just a nice glided sweep. Very good batting from Khawaja. There's absolutely no doubt in that. So, what have I got for you? Alright. I'll give you a hint of my friend Xavier's music, because it's really cool at the end of this over. Right, he bowls, and it's been just hit down to that long on for 1 run. So yeah, 1 for 26 Australia. To cue this thing up. Apologise. Alright, so Mendes to Labuschagne. He bowls, he loops that one up, and it's defended for no run. End of the over. It's 26 for 1. Here's Xavier's performance.
There alone as the lunch hour crowd pours in. A punch card on the desk already torn in. An empty glass left by a tradie going past. A train to catch, she found she left her wallet with all her cash back with that man. With the letterboard, this could be real. You could be black and blue on a bench out by Pursu. All you know is the time she arrives. The pain you feel, the long and short of every thought you've ever thought. All of it's a movie reel, and surely that's really sweet. Says the girl with the red sneakers on her feet. You mind her back as she tries on one.
That's a nice song from Xavier there. And we're back to the cricket again. And Australia are 26 for 1. And that ball was left alone outside or stopped by Usman Khawaja. So yes, this is a cricket stream, but I'm just trying to take a break at the end of the over. Just to breathe, because I don't want you guys listening to me breathing, to be honest. I mean, just give honest feedback. I mean, he makes great music. He performed on this YouTube channel, actually. It was a very good performance from him, if you ask. And yeah, it's not too bad. That was a bit of a sneak peek. He bowls to Khawaja, and that one's defended straight back down the pitch to mid-on for no run. So yeah, not bad bowling from these Sri Lankans. They've been, well, the paces, it's just been awesome. So the Warner vs Vegeta wicket. And whether the ball, if the ball had not seamed, it would have hit leg stump, and he would have defended it nicely. But because of the swing in it, that little bit of outswing was just enough just to knock him over. And that delivery earlier today was just fantastic, if you ask me. Right, he bowls to Khawaja. That one's defended to point for no run. And yep, it's not bad. The cricket's good. And yeah. 1 for 26. Partnership of 11 runs at the moment. Next to bat will be Steve Smith. And Kasun Rajita has amazing figures of 1 for 5 of 4.3. The other bowler is Ramesh Mendes bowling spin, and he's been a bit unlucky, to be fair. He's 0 for 20 off 4 overs, his figures. So that. Khawaja's on 18 off 32, Labuschagne on 2. And Kasun Rajita bowls to Usman Khawaja. That one's beaten him outside the off stump. That jumped on him and just leaped. It was one of those deliveries where it was sort of slightly short of length, but it's actually good. Like, I often compare to old games, and that's my... I don't know if that's my weakness or a positive or what, but that sort of reminds me a little bit of Simon Jones. But Simon Jones was a bit quicker in 2005 Ashes, but that one bounced nicely and just swung through. And to be honest with you, that's what you need to do. He castled way over the off stump, so the intent was to get an edge. But Khawaja was in a position where he had to sort of protect... It wasn't a bounce, but he sort of had to protect himself there in order to knock it out. So he did pass the edge. Right, he bowls to Khawaja again, and he drives down the pitch. Oh, through mid-on. That might even go for 4. No, it won't. It won't go for 4. I'm just overly energetic. But it'll be 2 runs there. Yeah, the honest commentator. That's what I should give myself that nickname, the honest, because I'm honest with you all. I don't lie. I thought it was a boundary. I was hyping it up for what? Yeah. All right. There's no doubt about it. So, what have we got now? Put up a notice for mental health. You got to look after yourself. Actually, that's at the end of the over. Oh, it's 28 for 1. 1 ball left of the over. Rajita bowls to Khawaja, and he drives to cover for no run. So it's 28 for 1 off 9 overs.
Yeah, things have been really tough for me lately.
If you notice something different about me, check in on me.
I might brush you off at first with I'm fine, but keep checking in on me if you notice something isn't right. It lets me know you're there to support me.
It'd be good to know you're there.
Talking and listening are powerful. For tips on how to check in on a mate, search Think Mental Health WA.
Welcome back, everybody. Yes, just using one of the random sponsors from my station. I love Radio Fremantle. We love them. Check them out. I don't mind if you change sides as long as you go to Radio Fremantle. Or you can listen to both at the same time. I give you the challenge. Just let me know. All right, back to the cricket. Australia 1 for 28. And yes, people should be very... Mental health is a big issue, and I have been working... Well, I've been supporting Headspace. I mean, that's slightly different to Think Mental Health, but, same cause. And it's very important to be aware. All right, Ramesh Mendes bowls to Khawaja, to Labuschagne. Sorry, he blocks it back up the pitch to mid-on for no run. And yeah, it's not a bad delivery there. 28 for 1. Bowls to Labuschagne, and Labuschagne cuts to that backward point position, and he won't get a run. And it's 1 for 28 again. Share your thoughts in the live chat. Don't be scared about it. Just do what you need to do. Yep. It's quite exciting. Alright. What have we got? Mendes again to Labuschagne, blocked for no run. And Labuschagne, just those players are starting. It's just a bit tedious. He bowls, and that one's been tricked around the short leg area for 1, or just past the short leg to the backward square leg for 1 run. Gosh, I'm not used to doing this. This is fun though. Thank you for listening. Thank you all for supporting me, honestly. That's the most important thing, because it's not easy. It ain't. But honestly, I'm trying to get some collaborators to hop on. Just need to follow this game, honestly. It's good to have cricket through winter. AFL's overrated. It's just good. Bowls. That one's bowled to Khawaja. Hit straight back down the pitch for no run. Yeah, basically, check out. Check it all out. Australian batting. So magnificent. Bowls to Khawaja. He hits it through. Point for 1 run. And I think at the moment, this is probably a logical way to play. They just hit singles. I feel like there's a lot of basics being implied in this game this week. It's not like they're trying to make it such a simple game. So yeah, I mean, 10 overs gone, 1 for 30. Yeah, it's an interesting game. I don't know what to say really. Ask me questions, guys. Don't be so scared. Oh, I'm getting petrified now that you don't want to talk. You don't want to listen. You're just randomly rumbling and don't know that it's on or something. Lemonade's good. I need the energy. I mean, it's a day at the office. That's what it is. It's good. Listen live. Catch the Australians bowling. Good length. As you know, look at the photo I put up on the front of the guy getting hit by a bounce. I was just like, quickly find a photo of Australia, Sri Lanka. Quickly, Ethan. So I did that. And yeah, it's kind of funny actually if you ask me. Yep, that was the first one I saw, and I just went, yep, add that one. I don't know where it's from, so not my stuff. Bowls, and that one's defended for no run by Khawaja. So we're into the 11th over now, or 10.1 overs done. That ball was 132k an hour. Khawaja's 21 runs off 38 balls, and Labuschagne 3 off 10. So yes, my face is here. Hopefully it makes it more commanding. Please share your thoughts in the live chat. I beg you. I really need your opinions. I want to know. What do you guys really think? I don't want a dead stream. I want to know what this is all, what you're all about, what your vibe. What do you do? What are your hobbies? Why do you love? Oh wait, that's a dumb question. Why do you love cricket? Yeah, of course. Actually, that's a fun question. Oh, the previous ball there was left alone outside off stump, so you're still up on the game. There's been 2 extras in this game, a bye and a no ball. Yeah, toggling through. Following the cricket. You have me until 2:30 p.m. today, which is honestly good fun. Khawaja facing up now. Bowls to Khawaja, and that one's clipped through square leg, and I think he'll grab 2 runs there. Nice batting. Oh wow. I think he grabbed 2 and then the score was 1 for 31 before and I didn't change it on the screen. But yeah, 1 for 33 now. Khawaja's on 23, Labuschagne on 3, Rajita's figures are 1 for 10 off 5.2. Alright. Loving soft drink. Rajita to Khawaja, and Khawaja clips it around the corner for a square leg. And he'll get 2 runs. How nice. So it's 1 for 35 now. And Khawaja's on 25. He's making most of the runs for now, which is not too bad to be honest. If you're checking out this program on YouTube, the YouTube live and free broadcast, live and free audio broadcast of Sri Lanka versus Australia. Don't forget to subscribe. Do not forget to. You won't regret it. Oh, I got some subscribers. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for the support. We're up to 478 subs now. See, it just happens. It's very nice of you all. Rajita bowls to Khawaja, and that one's defended to mid-off for no run. Look, the purpose of me being here is kind of to interact with you all. Well, yeah, also, I gotta say, Usman Khawaja in the first test, 71 off 130 balls. It was a great knock from him. There is no doubt about it. He just got to the ball, swept it around, hit it there. Yes, keep playing well, Khawaja. You're in good form. And yep, he's facing up again. Rajita to Khawaja, he bowls. That one's left alone outside off stump for no run. Yep, 25 he's on, so I think he's just got a generally good series so far. So he's had 2 matches this series, and he averages 96 with the bat. He's had a 50 already. So, yep, not too bad indeed. All right. Labuschagne on the other end of the wicket on 3 runs off 10 balls. Marnus Labuschagne is star as well. We're at Gaul for the second test of Sri Lanka Australia, and you're on Analog TV. Thank you so much for joining me for this afternoon, Perth time of course, or this morning session of cricket. And yep, it's great to be with you. Bowls to Khawaja, and he hits it to mid-wicket for no runs, so it's 11 overs gone, 35 for 1. Yep, it's great to be with you. Alright. Guess I'll leave you with silence for a few seconds, I don't know. Oh look, there's kids playing cricket on the TV. How good is cricket? So, what did I do? That Instagram poll, I'll read that through for you. So, what was that? General consensus, 85%. If you missed it earlier, 85% of people said Australia would win on my Instagram poll. And you can check me out on Instagram, Analog TV Ethan, if you want to. I'm not going to force it on you, but yeah. Radio show feedback. A lot of people want more music, but most people don't mind what I do with the radio show, but that's different. Oh, on the YouTube. This channel's been let down so much. Not let down, but bowls, and that one's defended for no run to mid-on. You know, I guess what I'll leave you with is the fact that it's a unique opportunity and I had to take it, so I guess I just hang around on here just to have some fun as well, to add to, yeah, having a younger voice is always nice. This microphone is kind of going across me, and the thing is, it's mounted, if you see over here, it's mounted down here, this microphone, but to be honest with you, I won't mind it down there because it'd be too hard, but it's just, the microphone's going across me, so the audio's not that good. Actually, is this a way to do it? Does this work? Don't know. Is this going to work? Just going to sit up. Is this going to work? I hope this does. Actually, that's awkward position. I think that's a little bit better now. Oh well. Setup change. Get nice and comfy. I can't really sit back. That's what I want to do. I want to sit back, relax within my chair croaks. Bring this thing down here. Alright. So he bowls to Khawaja, and that one's defended to cover for no run. And I need to update the scores on the screen because it's now 1 for 36. I hope the stream has a decent frame rate as well. That it's not, too low that you can't even watch it. Alright. What's the time? 1:21. Bowls. That one's beating Khawaja outside off stump. And is it been a stumping? Is it a stumping? They did take the bails off. And I don't think it is, but it was certainly a good delivery from Ramesh Mendes. He's bowled a couple of deliveries, Ramesh Mendes, and he has been unlucky, beating the batsman several times. So yeah, very good bowling from him. Alright. He's bowling again to Khawaja. Khawaja's on 25, so you got to get him now, otherwise you won't. Gosh, I'm commentator cursing this so much. Bowls again. And that one's cut past, and it's beaten the fieldsman there. And they'll grab a couple, they'll just grab 1 run. So it's 1 for 37. Khawaja on to 26. There's 1 ball left of this over. Hitting that loopy spin away, 1 bounce to the fieldsman, and he just couldn't stop it. Oh gosh, here we go again. When are the fieldsmen ever going to stop it? That's the big question. Yep. Bowls again to Labuschagne, and he's on strike, and he'll grab a single, so it's 1 for 38 now. Yes. 54 minutes I've been on air for, and the time is, 1:23. Gee, the weather's so nice out in Perth. It's 22 degrees. What's the weather in Gaul? I'm curious to know the weather in Gaul because that would be an effect of the... I'll check that. I'll search that right now. It's 29 degrees in Gaul. Yeah, it's probably all the same weather all year round. I'm a bit dumb, aren't I? And it's partly cloudy, 75% humidity, 23 km/h wind. That sort of gives it a little bit for everyone, really. You sort of get the humidity to help the spin. You get the wind to help the pace and the swing and all that. So, you know, it's not windy. It's... Oh, I don't know. I'm going to look into reverse swing because it's the end of the over. This is just a random thing to look at. This is not obviously going to happen in the game right now, but it's just, you know, something cool to look at. So, reverse swing is when the seam is angled for conventional swing, but this time the rough side faces the batsman. If it's above 85 mile an hour, the laminal layer goes in a turbulent state before it reaches the seam. So, I don't know. I want to know, the weather conditions are very key as well. Like, you need to be fast, you need to be... Apparently there's no evidence, that's the thing. Apparently there's no evidence that the weather conditions are affecting it, but there must be something. He bowls to Labuschagne for the new over, and he'll grab a quick run. So it's 1 for 39. Labuschagne on 6, Khawaja on 26. So at the beginning of the Oval Test match in 2013, television and press pundits were talking about the conditions favouring the bowlers. Cook himself explicitly mentioned that the overcast conditions as being a factor in his decision to bowl. So it's like in the toss. So it's like it does affect people in the coin toss as well when you're in these sort of situations. It's not like, yeah, so easy. The first scientific study of a cricket ball swing was published actually as far back as 1955, and a growing, body of research has periodically been reported in mainstream outlets. There is no reason to think that an increasingly data-driven professional cricket community is unaware. Bowls to Khawaja, and that's hit to cover for one, deep cover for 1 run. So yeah, at the end of the day, there's evidence, there's a lot of perception. So, I mean, what does account for the limpet-like stickiness of this roundly debunked theory? Very nice words there. I'm going to quote, I'm looking off the conversation.com, so credit to them. There's a lot about the Ashes on this. All right, the debutante's bowling, I forgot to say, he's bowled to Labuschagne again, and there's 1 run, 1 for 41. So the debutant bowler is Shana, and Mahesh Shana on debut, bowling spin. She's bowling all right. It's not the best stuff I've seen, but, look at how Shane Warne started. I mean, that was a tragic passing. Gee, it's been a while. The death of Shane Warne was such awful news in the cricket world. Bowls again. That one's defended by Usman Khawaja to cover. And, when Shane Warne started up, he had some shocking figures in some of his games. But he became the greatest spinner of all time, so it's not like doom or gloom. It just happens. It's one of those things, spin, where it just... He's a bit of a random art, but it's such a good art at the same time. He bowls to Khawaja, and that one's defended for no run. Some batsmen love spinners because it's slow, but then it's not. It's annoying because it turns. Saying the obvious here, but... Get what I mean. Why is this... Oh, wait, that's... No. I'm live. Doing live YouTube business. Bowls to Khawaja again. That one's clipped. Square leg for a single. Right-yo. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the end of the 13th over. 1 for 42. I'm going to try and... Oh, gosh. I don't know what I'm going to put on now. Just enjoy my company, I suppose. I just need to have a sip. Any lemonade's good. Schweppes is good. Kirk's is good. All of them, they're all good. But they all taste different, which is interesting. So yeah, it's good to be engaging with you as well. I'm starting to get for this phase where it's been an hour and it's like, it's been bowls to Khawaja and that one's hit back down the pitch for no run. So it's Ramesh Mendes in the attack now. And to be honest with you, I've been on stream for basically an hour. Well, 59 minutes and 58 seconds. Here we go. It's been an hour now. Ramesh Mendes bowls to Khawaja. It's looped up and Khawaja cover drives it to the deep cover for 1 run. So it's literally been that sort of time length where you sort of start to relax a little bit. You know, set yourself in here. And yeah. I don't know how much sound you can hear. If you can hear me slurping the lemonade. I'm not slogging it down. I guess it's good that I'm talking because it doesn't mean I'm drinking half the time. Right. Should I be encouraging sugary drink? Is it healthy? Probably not. Is it tasty? Yes. Ramesh Mendes to Labuschagne. He bowls and that one's defended for no run. It's interesting. Ramesh Mendes and also the debutant Mahesh Feekshana seem to be bowling a similar strategy, but it doesn't seem to be working at the moment. I mean, it might, but we'll see. He bowls again. Labuschagne got hit in the fire. That sort of bounced up on him. Was sort of on the stumps length, just above the stumps. The line of the stumps, the length of a little bit short. Hit Labuschagne there. He's all right. It's no run. Let's just keep on going. Let's just stroll it through. There's some footage of them talking tactics there, Sri Lanka. I don't know what they're talking about. Mendes to Labuschagne again. And he doesn't get a run. He just knocks it one bounce there to short leg. Alright. So yeah, active lifestyle I have. It's like, yep, it's busy. Ramesh Mendes to Labuschagne for the last ball of the over. He bowls, and that one's been cut by Labuschagne through the cover region, between cover and point. At least 1 run. In fact, there'll be 2. So it's 14 overs, 1 for 45. Check out the classic. Alright, here's something from me from yesterday, or a couple of days ago on my channel. Enjoy. Series. And well, it's been a good series, to be honest with you. The Australian side are just very dominant. If you look at them on paper, they've got such good depth compared to when I've last been following them on YouTube. And this is interesting because this original series was always going to have Australia on top, I think. When Australia was versing Sri Lanka at home, they won by a lot. So now we're seeing the opposite result to the home side. But that's fine. That's good. I'm an Aussie supporter. What else is there? Oh, England versus India. That's been a good series. You know, England needing 119 runs to win. I think they've got... Well, that's the game tonight. It may have already happened when you're watching this, but 3 for 259. That's been a very good series because simply they've been teams that have seemed very close. Like, there's not much difference between the two sides. And I will wholeheartedly admit, for the Australian Lanka series, Australia's the better side. And this is the interesting thing about cricket, right? If you're playing a home game and you lose, you're usually either bad luck or you really need to improve your cricket. And that's the sort of thing we're noticing. And the other thing is Australia's innings. We had Usman Khawaja with 71. Cameron Green was 77, Alex Carey with 45, great batsman, and even part-timers like Travis Head, he got 4 for 10. That's actually crazy if you think about it. So yeah, updating you on the cricket. It's been a long time. I know it's been challenges. I haven't had the views that I probably would have liked. There's a lot of things I wanted to do this year with the channel. Haven't had the chance yet. But I'd like to, at some point, with my radio show, it's so hard to cross the topics of that and the cricket on YouTube. And that's the issue, right? I genuinely want to know from people who watch this channel, do you want only cricket? Or do you want cricket and some other stuff? Because, honestly, I can probably do a cricket video maybe once a month or so, but I just don't quite have the time to keep going on it. So I'm just thinking, this is a bit of a, I don't even know, recording this video, I don't even know what I'm going to call this. It's basically a video where I'm saying, I'm fading that out now. I'm fading that out. And that's sort of a bit of a channel update. And it was drinks break and I didn't know. Hello, Jeff the doggo. Yes. So I did mention that video. Share your thoughts, what you think about I should do with the channel. Just get back to me on that. I did put up an Instagram poll on that as well. So yes, drinks break, Australia, 1 for 45 here. Sri Lankan bowlers taking the field and took a much needed break. It's nice just sitting there and letting the stream roll. I need to do more of those breaks sometimes. It's so important. What other stuff have I got? I've got audio from my TikTok. Actually, I'll find that thing. I don't know how I can cook that up, but I'll find something to put on for you. Alright, so Khawaja faces up to Feekshana. And he's defended it there. How very nicely. Alright. The show, the music, everything. So much stuff to balance. Alright. Feekshana, the debutant, to Khawaja. He bowls. And he's been defended again. So it's 1 for 45, Australia. Thanks for all that tuned in. The time is 1:35 Perth time. And I have no idea. I think it's only 11 a.m. in Sri Lanka, just after 11. Khawaja and 29 or 55. It's such a good knock so far. He bowls to Khawaja and he cuts that one through point. And that is a decent shot, but there is a fielder there at deep point to stop it. So yeah, not a bad shot indeed. Grab a run. Annoy me because I have to type in the scores. Self-produced. It's conversations. Cricket. Actually, he bowls to Labuschagne. He hits that down for 1 run. It's 1 for 47. I just want to give a point. Club cricket and club sports in general. What I actually noticed about these club sports is that there is no real opportunity for certain people. It's just, there's sort of, sometimes in the Australian club cricket system, there's a bit of a, or Feekshana bowls to Khawaja and he drives through the cover region for 1 run. I'll leave this thing open. Basically, the cricket, if you think about it, a lot of club teams have like 5 or 6 district players, and the other ones have like barely any. So, and district players is the level above club. So, it means that there's sort of a really good social community teams, and there's some really just high level club teams, and it just sort of collapses because this community based team just loses all the time. He bowls, and that one's hit through mid wicket for 1 run. So yeah, I mean, club sport, especially cricket, is always a bit like that. How do we get the people lower level on top to enjoy playing cricket and not lose all the time? Play at their own league. Sometimes it doesn't feel like that. Perhaps we need more people. Perhaps we need to get more people to play cricket so that we engage everybody, so that we can have those larger lower leagues and have more levels perhaps. I don't know. Share your thoughts in the live chat. I'd love to hear. Yep. 49 for 1. I guess the interesting thing about commentating this game alone is it doesn't take much organising. I just turn it on. Like when I have a guest on, I have to organise it, but then it's a lot easier at the same time when you're doing it. So, I have to see how it all works out. See how many people caught up on this stream. It's 15 overs gone. 1 for 49. Ramesh Mendes bowling to Labuschagne. Spinner bowls Labuschagne. That one's been defended by Manus there. And sort of Ramesh Mendes, his economy has sort of gone down a little bit, which is quite nice. He's starting to dot up the batsman a little bit. But The same note, when spinners are getting a high economy, like 5 or 6 runs per over, it means they're attacking, they're looking for a wicket actively. So it can be a good sign as well. Ramesh Mendis to Labuschagne, and Labuschagne hits it up the pitch to sort of between mid and long off. I think it's long off, but there's no run. 87 kilometres an hour. Again, that delivery, 87 kilometres an hour, looping it up, trying to get that wicket. You can tell. Just have to see how it all works out. Mendis again to Labuschagne. Bowls, and Labuschagne sneaks a run, so through mid-wicket, just sort of drawing him forward down the crease. And Australia are 50 up, and there's 1 wicket down with 3 balls left of this over. And yep. It's interesting. How are we going to engage this channel? I think shorts as well. There's YouTube. What do you guys think about YouTube shorts? Because that's not as hard. There's, different things I want to put up. There's this and this and this and that. Me trying to convince you certain people are underrated. Bowls to Khawaja, hits it to mid off for no run. I'm going to put in a bit of, at the end of this over, I'll put in a bit of Morne Morkel, because that's interesting. Right, he bowls to Khawaja, that was defended back up the pitch for no run. And you've got 1 ball left of the over. It's 50 for 1, Australia. Khawaja bowls to, Mendis bowls to Khawaja, it's a dot, 16 overs gone, 1 for 50.
Morne Morkel averaged 28 with the ball in Test cricket and 25 with the ball in ODI cricket. He was good at those 2 formats. He's also featured in T20 leagues around the world, such as the IPL, and he made a short stint for the Perth Scorchers just earlier this year. He's really good at tempting the batsman to nick a delivery outside off stump, as I'm showing you here. There's Ricky Ponting being dismissed to Morne Morkel. He's also got a very good Yorker in one-day cricket, and he bowls really good bounce and swing. Morne Morkel is a very skilled fieldsman, including that catch. With 309 Test wickets, 188 ODI wickets, Morne Morkel is a star of international cricket. Not to forget that he played quite a long career in quite a competitive time as well. Probably the first couple of years was quite competitive. He would have bowled with some superstars such as Jacques Kallis and Dale Steyn. Don't forget to watch this video on the screen here, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. It is a very, very interesting video. You will really like it, I promise.
Sorry about that, there's no video on the screen. That was one of my old videos I was just putting on to fill you during the over. And back to the cricket now. And wow, we've got another bowling change. We have, is it Nikef Jayasuriya? I think it is. Yep, it was the audio from underrated cricketers Morne Morkel. And show your thoughts in the live chat. Do you think Morne Morkel is underrated? Let me know. I'd love to hear. Alright. Where are we up to now? This new bowler is in the attack. And he's bowling to Labuschagne as well. So 16 overs gone, 1 for 50. Bowls to Labuschagne. That one's defended for no run. And the run rate's roughly 3.1. And I think he's a debutant as well, actually. He's on debut. Hello, Ramesh Jacob. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining me. He bowls again. And that one's clipped around the corner behind that short leg through that fine leg region. And there's no protection out there. Well, there is a little bit, actually. And they'll run out and grab a couple runs. Oh, gosh. Not run out. Not as in a run out. They'll grab 2 runs. Alright, so that's an interesting tactic. He's trying to get him trapped around the legs. Or he's trying to go across it. So he's, off spin. I think it's off spin. It's quite hard off spin because you have to get the batsman in the right position. Yeah, don't forget to share your thoughts in the live chat. On anything, really. It's not too bad. He bowls again. And that one's blocked. Straight back up the pitch for no run. It's 1 for 52 Australia. And Labuschagne's on 14. Khawaja on 31. Yes. Love to have your interaction. So yeah, with the bowls again. And he's hit it to point for no run. I don't have time to commentate at the moment because of how quick this game is. Basically, with this thing at the end of the over, end of last over, I know it said a few things about the things on the screen because that was audio from a video, but I hope you get the general message that Morne Morcool is underrated in my opinion, and why, and sort of heard all the stats and took it all in. He bowls again, and that one's defended back up the pitch for no run. What am I going to queue up for you now? Maybe Mark Boucher. How does that sound at the end of this one? But anyways, I will let you know on that. Alright, 2 balls left of the over. And Labuschagne works that one around to fine leg for 1 run. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the live chat. I'd love to hear it. You, Ramesh, as well. Please. Alright, I'll spin the end of the over. It's 53 for 1.
Today, we're going to talk about Mark Boucher. Very underrated South African wicketkeeper batsman. And he had some very good shots, and he was also very good technique as a wicketkeeper. And now I'm just going to show you his last ever catch as wicketkeeper. Unfortunately, Mark Boucher had to retire due to an eye injury. Even though people may criticise Mark Boucher's batting, he has had over 500 catch, 23 stumping, 2 run-outs. So he's done quite well as a wicketkeeper in Test cricket, quite well on the IPL, average of about 30. But when needed, Mark Boucher has had some fantastic innings with some fantastic shots. He also has taken some brilliant catches in his career, but also his shot making is quite solid, the way he hits the ball. Mark Boucher, born on December 3, 1976, East London, Cape Province, is the perfect definition of a hard-working cricketer. He wasn't a naturally gifted batsman unlike some of his other compatriots, but he overcame a few limitations and paved his way to the top, and with 999 international dismissals to his credit, is considered one of the best in his business. His Test debut.
There you go. We're back, and there was 54 for 1. There was just a ball there. It was hit for a single. Apologies for missing that one. Yep. I might continue that Mark Boucher thing at the end of this over, but Australia 1 for 54. It's not too bad, is it? Mendes bowling quite nicely. He bowls again. That one's blocked up the pitch for no run. Australia 1 for 54. Don't miss the action. Drive safely. Whatever you're on the road. If you have this on the road by chance, you can drive safely, etc., etc. Bowls to Khawaja again, and that's left alone outside off stump for no run. He's on 31, Khawaja. It's a nice batting effort. And yeah, it's entertaining. It's really good to sort of watch. Just electric at the crease. Bowls again. That one's defended up the pitch for no run. And we've got 2 balls left of the over. These spin overs go really quickly, don't they? So yeah, as again with these underrated cricketers, occasionally I'll say something about something on the screen, just ignore it. And yeah, enjoy. Bowls, and that one's cut outside off stump to that backward point position for no run. Thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to share your thoughts as well. That's very important. Interaction and all that. So what's Ramesh Mendes' figures? 0 for 30 off 8.5. Labuschagne 16 off 31. Khawaja on 31 off 64. Final ball of the over. Ramesh Mendes bowls to Khawaja. And that one sort of cut outside off stump. Pass point, and that might race away. Won't hit the boundary. He'll grab 2 runs. And that makes it 56 for 1 at the end of the over.
Hope I said that right. Drafted into the squad at the last moment as a replacement for the injured Dave Richardson. As a youngster making his way through, he had the big boots to fill. He had made an immediate impact through his agility and footwork behind the stumps and gained a lot of admirers. But that is how the career started of a great wicketkeeper that certainly people don't talk about very much. I don't hear much about Mark Boucher. I mean, I kind of know who he is because I watch so many classic cricket highlights. You wouldn't know who Mark Boucher is unless you maybe lived in South Africa, or maybe you're checking out the series, or you were around in the 2000s watching cricket, then I doubt it. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. I'll show your thoughts in the comments. See you later.
Yep, there you go. So share your thoughts in the live chat, actually, about Mark Boucher. That's about Mark Boucher. And the subscribers are going up. Thank you so much, all of you. It's gone up to 481 subs. And I'm very proud of you all for doing that and subscribing and supporting the channel. That is wonderful. And we're into another over now. Jayasuriya. Not son of Jayasuriya, but this new debutant, I think it is, for Sri Lanka. He's bowled 1 over, 0 for 3 off his first over. He's bowling his second over of his Test career for Sri Lanka. He's bowling to Marnus Labuschagne. And I can't wait. He bowls. And Labuschagne blocks down the pitch to mid-on for no run. So, yeah. 18.1 overs, 1 for 56 Australia. Khawaja 33, Labuschagne 16. And, yeah, Labuschagne Test versus Sri Lanka. 5 innings, 120 runs, 30 average, and 150 in this series. He bowls to Labuschagne and he goes and brings his front foot forward and defends it nicely back down the pitch. So, yeah, good series from Labuschagne. I mean, he averages 30. Well, not a good series, but he doesn't look too bad. He needs to have a knock, I reckon. One good knock and it'll be a good series from him. Bowls to Labuschagne. And he sweeps it. And he sweeps it nice and hardly through mid-wicket. That'll be 4. Lovely batting from Marnus Labuschagne. I absolutely am impressed with that. And yes, 4 runs. It's 1 for 60. So, he got down to the length of the ball there. I'm trying not to be too loud here. And nicely swept away. Indeed. And so, I reckon I need to get an audio mixer, to be honest, because this thing is a bit hard to use. Alright, now, Marnus Labuschagne. He's batted well. He's on to 20 now, actually. I'm very impressed about this innings, if you ask me. And yeah, Jayasuriya, this debutant. It's hard. Bowls, and that one's defended for no run. It's sometimes hard for a debutant just to walk into the game and just say, hey, let's walk in and let's just bowl, because Marnus Labuschagne and that big sweep shot to the debutant, that'll put pressure on him, for sure. That's going to raise eyebrows for him, and he's now going to have to try something different. Or maybe he's doing something deliberately. Right, he bowls again. That's another good sweep. Oh my, wow. That's 4 again between square leg and mid-wicket. 6 fours for this innings in total for Australia. And that's another sweep for mid-wicket. So, unless the bowler's trying to get him to try something now, that's the thing with it. It's a great shot from Labuschagne. It's too short, it's a drag down, but perhaps he's going to, hopefully, he uses his tactics right, this debutant. He brings it nice and forward and gets him bowled. Well, hopefully for him. I'm supporting Australia here. But yes. I'll put on something about Matthew Hoggard, actually, at the end of this over. He's interesting. Shouldn't talk about too much. Yes, it's been a good game, but it's just pressure on the debutant. It's not good for him. He bowls again. That one's defended. It's 64 for 1. The partnership rolling on to 49 runs. How good is that from Australia? And, Marnus keeping his back foot he did leave the crease a little bit, which could cause a stumping. So, that's the thing with this batting. Actually, I'll put that video on after. Anyways, Marnus Labuschagne just going down nicely, planting himself. He is drawing a bit forward, so there is the potential to set him up for a stumping or getting him bowled. So, hopefully the bowler keeps that in mind and keeps putting the pressure on. Isn't that right, listeners? Yes, it is, Ethan. 64 for 1, 19 overs, 2 extras. 49 runs off 86 runs this second, off 86 balls. This partnership, the contribution, 24 from Khawaja and 24 from Marnus Labuschagne. Yep, so Steve Smith coming up next as well. I mean, he's probably glad he doesn't have to go in too early. And this will be frustrating. He bowls again, and that one's defended to mid-off for no run. It's one of those games, really, where Australia just need to get the game flowing. And yeah, 49 runs. Wow. Khawaja on 33. Bowls and blocked. Back down the pitch for no run. Currently over 7 live viewers, which is good for YouTube. I mean, if I had 7 listeners on my radio show, I'd be concerned, to be honest with you. But this is different. because I know sort of the size of his channel, and I'm kind of aware of how it all works. All right, he bowls to Khawaja again, and that one's a short delivery that's been pulled away through mid-wicket, and that'll go for 4. Excellent batting from Khawaja. It brings up the 50 partnership, and he just sits on it there, and the run rate's going up a little bit now from Australia. You drop the ball short, you pay for it. Khawaja gets comfortably in position, and just basically pulls it away, sort of, and it's about waist height. A little bit too short, and you pay the price. Bowls, and that one's defended back up the pitch. Much better from Ramesh Mendis. He brought it a little bit full of that delivery now, and guess what? It's not as bad. You get blocked. You get back into position, and you never know what happens next. 37, Khawaja's on now. Bowls again, and Khawaja blocks it. So again, he gets the length right for a while, Ramesh Mendis, but then he just bowls that odd rubbish ball that just gets smacked away. So it's not so easy, to be honest with you. So yeah. Blocked it super nicely. Bowls it again, and that one's defended. To mid on for no run. That's the end of the over. 20 overs gone. 1 for 68.
We're going to chat about Matthew Hoggard, England fast bowler. Bowls a lot of swing and has lots of skills. Matthew Hoggard gets the ball to talk. He can swing it both ways, and it's a real challenge for the batsman. He can change his variations to set people up. He can also get the batsman to play outside off stump, just like that delivery. Then there's the one that comes a bit back in, and the shape of the delivery fooled Herschel Gibbs there. Although he averages 30 with the ball, he has to bowl to some really solid batsmen, such as Matthew Hayden. He only averages 7 with the bat, but he did win the game off his bat once, in the 2005 Ashes, which is quite a memory for a lot of English fans, and he also bowled quite well. He got Hayden out to this ripping and swinging delivery I just showed.
Alright, welcome back everybody, and that's Jayasuriya bowled to Labuschagne. That's hit back down the pitch for no run there. Not bad bowling indeed. So, Labuschagne on 24, Khawaja on 37. Australia 1 for 68 here at Gaul. And he bowls again to Labuschagne, and that one's beaten him outside off stump. That turned past the bat. It was an absolutely brilliant delivery, because what the bowler did, Jayasuriya, is he pitched it on the off stump, and then it turned slightly away. It was an absolute piece. Just bounced sort of above that top left corner of the bat as he was defending it there, Labuschagne. And you keep it in the right area, keep going. Bowls again, and that one's looped up. Labuschagne drives it down to mid-off, and there'll be no run there. All right, not so bad, is it? From Labuschagne. Jayasuriya again. Bowls again. That one's hit through the point region for 1 run. And it's 1 for 69 off 20.4 overs. Khawaja 37 runs off 71 balls. Labuschagne 25 runs off 41 balls. Jayasuriya figures 0 for 12 off 2.4. This is a debutant, by the way. I'm definitely not recalling a classic match. I promise you. He's having a chat there with the captain, Dimoof Karunaratne, probably trying to formulate some tactics. Get the big wicket. Yes, so Sri Lanka have utilised a lot of spin in this match so far, in this first session, which is going to be interesting how this all plays out. So yeah. Khawaja faces up again. And he's just trying to, he has to be comfortable. He has to be, playing the good shots. That's what we want to see. That's what everybody wants to see. Bit of a delay now, of course. Have to wait for the bowler, because I think this delay and holding them up is actually a strategic thing in sometimes as well. So that's the thing about it. All right, he's bowling now. He loops it up, bowls, and that's pitched outside off stump, left alone. Khawaja sort of walked across his stumps there. He's reading the length of the delivery. Last time Khawaja got out, he basically went down the crease, Well, he didn't get out, but he once got tricked by a spinner in the previous test. The keeper didn't do enough, Neeraj Hunter-Queller, but basically nearly got his stumps taken off. Bowled and left alone outside off stump. He certainly is walking out a lot across his crease there, Khawaja, which is actually very interesting. And the way that he's playing spin, he's hitting a lot of spin through cover, but through that mid-on region, he's not really attacking it a lot. So he's trying to get to other areas, mid-off region, sorry. So trying to get through other areas, and that makes it very interesting watching him play. So the bowler's thinking, you've got to get him forward. You've got to get him to the uncomfortable shot. And that is where you deceive Usman Khawaja, right there. There and then. And you have to trust me on this, okay? Yep, and he does occasionally glide on the leg side. The leg side's fine, the offside's fine as long as it's cover or behind point. So yeah, Derry likes to play square. Yep. Not too bad. It's the end of the over, by the way, I forgot to say. 21 overs gone. 1 for 69. Labuschagne on 25. Khawaja on 37. Ramesh Mendes of 0 for 36 figures is in the attack now. He bowls. He loops up to Labuschagne. He hits it down to long on for 1 run. It's 1 for 70 Australia. And Khawaja's on 37. Labuschagne's on 26. Thanks for your company here. Don't forget to subscribe. The support has been amazing. I've just gained 8 subscribers from this. I think I've gained what I've lost over the last few months. So that's pretty good. He bowls again to Khawaja, and that one's defended to mid-wicket for no run. All right, 92k an hour. The bowling. I think Khawaja is 37 off 74, so he's not... Is he? 74, hang on. He's not slogging it. He's got a strike rate of 50 in this innings. Bowls again, and that one's defended for no run. But I think once he passes, if he gets to 50, assuming he does, once he passes it, he'll probably start to be a lot more electric when he bats. Because he knows he's a good spinner, and he's just great at playing spin. Other than that small weakness through mid-off, as we talked about before, he has quite a big weakness, but everything else is fine. Bowls to Khawaja, that one's blocked for no run. Yeah. He's got those wrists. He's a very good wristy player. I remember Harsha Bogle once described Khawaja as having, Asian wrists. So, he's of Pakistani descent. He sort of picks up that trait. That's why he's so good in subcontinental conditions. Open the batting. He keeps on going from here. He bowls, and that one's bowled him. Commentator curse there. He's been knocked over by Ramesh Mendes, Australia, 2 for 70. And Khawaja is out. I am so bad at this, honestly. I'm picking dismissal straight away. And again, he was aiming to hit it through the mid-on area. He could have defended it down to mid-off, but he swiped across it, and it was a peach of a delivery, and it just got the edge of that off stump and knocked the bail down. That was an amazing delivery by anyone's standard. It's 2 for 70. And goodness me, such a big wicket. I said he'd been batting, like commentator curse. I said he'd been batting here since the start. He's made 37. He's got himself set, ready for a good innings, and boom, he gets knocked over. Big wicket for Sri Lanka. Ramesh Mendes gets the dismissal. He needed that because he started to get hit around at points. And then he sort of dotted up and he's thinking, okay, now he's doing well. Boom. Great delivery to Khawaja, out for 37. So, yep, Australia, 2 for 70. And guess who's back to the crease? Steve Smith. Yes. Can't wait for this one. Well, it'll be interesting how he plays in these subcontinental conditions. What was his previous innings? I've got to have a look at that. He averages 59 with the bat. And yeah, I mean, one thing that was a bit of a shame, to be honest with you, is Maxwell, because he really being left out. Because, to be honest with you, I would have liked to see Glenn Maxwell just lift the pace in this game, but unfortunately not. Alright, so, yeah. Where is this Australian game? Trying to find it. Steve Smith. Yes, okay, in the first innings, previous game, Steve Smith hit 6 runs, so he got run out. So you can't really say he's bad at batting. He's just bad at communication in that situation. But, that means that we haven't really... The problem with run-outs is Sri Lanka don't know how to bowl him or get him caught out or anything, so I don't know how that's all going to work out. And new viewers have joined. Thanks for joining, guys. Really appreciate it. Mendes got one ball left of the 22nd over. 21.5 overs done. Mendes is bowling. Loops it up, and that one's hit through leg side, and it's a run. And it's 2 for 71 off 22 overs. Labuschagne's on 26. So yeah, how good is this cricket? We've got to break down a few things, you know, highlights of the game, commentary. Well, I'm doing the commentary here. The graph, you know, it's sort of built up a little bit. Can I screen share, I wonder? Display capture. No, I'm going to do window capture. How am I showing it? Alright. I'll window capture you what is happening. This is sort of the run graph in this game, which is actually quite interesting. So Australia, that is how the Australian team have picked up the pace across this game. Not a bad stat, actually, if you think about it. I don't like using those bowls to Steve Smith. He's faced one ball and one run, and now he's hit it to back down the pitch for no run. The thing with these sort of statistics, though, is I don't want to show too much of it because A, copyright, and B, they're a couple minutes behind this stream, so it's not accurate. But things like scoreworms are probably fine. So yeah. Try Surya bowls again. Looped up. Smith hits it to mid off for no run. The Manhattan. Love this stat. This is another cool way of looking at what's happening in the game. Courtesy to cricket.com.au. And yep, this is all this stuff. Copies of my bowls, and that one's defended for no run. 2 for 71. As you see, Australia have had some good overs, and they've had some not so good overs. Ethan, you're too busy stating the obvious. I know. So yeah, I've got this underrated cricketers there to put on. Got everything put together, music selections, everything like that. It's quite cool. He bowls, and that one's... Oh, that's a great shot from Steve Smith. He's going to get that one for 4, actually. That was in the air through the mid-wicket region. It's just a bit of a burst of energy there. Like, out of nowhere. Just, let's go and smash it. Straight in, let's hit it. And he went down the crease as well, which is a bit risky, but he clipped it, sort of, a bit of a slog, to be honest, but the timing was not a slog. He was probably about 3 metres down the crease, flicked it through the mid-wicket. It was a flick shot through the air. That was magnificent to watch, if I'm honest with you. 2 for 75, Australia. And the bowler's trying to set up a plan. That's the thing, right? They might trap Steve Smith, and that's what they won't want to risk here. General match stats. All right. Bowls again. That one's defended to cover for no run. All right, here is the good old stats. If you can read that. You know, Usman Khawaja got out, Warner got out. There's some good bowlers in Sri Lanka. You got like Kasin Rajita. Right, he bowls again. That one's defended for no run. But actually, how do I zoom into this? There you go. Sri Lankan bowlers. This is obviously a few overs behind, but just see there, Kasin Rajita, 1 for 12. Very good figures. 2 maidens as well. Now, having 2 maidens is a great achievement in my opinion, because he's really bowling it well. And of course, there's been a couple extras here and there, but it's all good. And now, I need to make this thing hit the screen, so I'll turn that off. All right. There you go. Trying to get it all right. Playing around with live stuff. Bowls again. That one's down the pitch. And he'll grab a single. 2 for 76. And yeah, well, Khawaja being trapped, being tricked, being everything really. Isn't that right, viewers? Alright. Mendes again. Bowls. And that's left outside the leg stump. It sort of went across Steve Smith there and bounced up. Which is not too bad, actually. If you ask me. Starting up a game, Australia. The hype of the start of a test match. It's what I love to hear about. Bowls again. That one's defended back up the pitch for no run. 2 for 76. That's a lot of, trying to tell the batsman to try and get caught on the crease. And it worked. It worked. The bowler, Ramesh Mendes, did it to Khawaja. There's no doubt about it. Bowls, and that one's defended again for no run. So what cricket's coming up? I'm going to go through some of that. So, tonight, is it tonight? Tomorrow night, 9:30 p.m. Perth time, which is, I don't know what time in your location, sorry, will be England versus India at Edgbaston for the second T20, which is quite exciting. All right, Ramesh bowls, that one's trapped him on the crease, on the pads, and that's a good delivery, actually. But, oh well, nothing there. So there'll be England-India, which should be a good game. Teams will be announced at the toss. And Lancashire versus Essex, which will be 1:30 a.m. Which will be tonight, 1:30 a.m. Perth time tomorrow morning. But, tonight if you're in an earlier time zone than Perth. Ramesh Mendes bowls the last ball of the over. That one's gone down leg side. And there's no run there. 2 for 76 off 24. So Lancashire-Essex. What else do we have? Somerset Derby. And Ireland versus New Zealand. There's an ODI series, first ODI in Dublin on the 10th of July, which is in 2 days' time, 5:45 p.m. Perth time, which is probably like 10:45 a.m. Irish time. Yep, another England-India clash on the 10th of July, 9:30 p.m. Perth time, and also on the 10th of July, which will probably be a morning game between West Indies and Bangladesh at Guyana. Let's look at some other random, lesser-known cricket games. Well, there's a game. Well, the Maldives beat Thailand by 41 runs. How funny is that? The Central European Cup between Luxembourg and Austria is on today at 4 p.m. Perth time. And Sheikhs bowls again. That one's hit for no run, and it's Chaiseri in the attack to Labuschagne. Labuschagne's on 27. So, Czech Republic versus Luxembourg. Also tonight. Quite interesting, actually. And there's been some interesting games. It's actually interesting hearing about these random games. Malaysia versus Maldives we've got tomorrow. Bhutan, Thailand, Czech Republic, Austria. Right, he bowls. That one's defended to point for no run. So many random games that are cool. See, Ireland, New Zealand. Oh, an ODI versus Scotland versus Namibia on Sunday. That might not be too bad, actually, but I don't think there's any TV coverage. But I would watch that with if there was TV coverage, I'd watch that game maybe. Bowls, and that one's defended for no run. Zimbabwe versus United States on July 14. That's about a week away. Interesting. Netherlands, Uganda on the 14th of July, if you like watching certain teams. It'd be funny if, I reckon actually they should give associations say, oh, he bowls. And that one sweeped. Lovely, but only for 1 run, so it's 2 for 77. Actually, with Associate Nations playing cricket, it's kind of like, for me, I feel like they don't really... Oh, what's the word for it? They're not really that good at it, but they should at least have the chance in Test cricket and all that. I'd love to see an Australia-Netherlands Test series in Perth, or Australia-Ireland Test series. I mean, Ireland already have a Test side, but they should be playing longer than 4 days, come on. Yeah. Full 5-day test. Bowls to Smith, and that one's defended to cover for no run. They should stop focusing on money and just give everyone a go, to be honest. Have a real cricket tournament. How good would that be? Just have all the different sides involved. Yeah. Pretty good, actually. Bowls to Smith. And that one's going to be clipped through mid-wicket for 1 run. It's just the issue is, to me, the issue is actually franchise cricket because the IPL is getting in the way of this sort of stuff happening. Because it stops 2 months of the year. I mean, the IPL's good, don't get me wrong, but it's stopping 2 months a year of games internationally. Like India could verse someone, I don't know. Associate nations could verse other teams in that time, that sort of stuff. I mean, maybe the associate nations can verse the non-IPL side of a team, things like that. Or maybe I think there are certain rules. They have to play for your country. So yeah, it's actually interesting. I don't know, what do you think? Alright, actually it's the end of the over. Australia are 2 for 78 after 25 overs. You're with me, Ethan, on the YouTube channel Analog TV. Don't forget to subscribe, share your thoughts in the live chat. I'd love to hear from you. So yeah, it's 2:15 Perth time. It's a lovely Friday afternoon. I might go outside during this lunch break. Don't know what you're going to do. Let me know what you're up to. Bowls to Smith, and that one's defended back up the pitch for no run. Not a bad delivery. And yeah, felt like putting my camera on. Why not? There he goes off again. Mendes to Smith. He bowls again, looped up. Smith goes down the track, and it goes through mid-wicket, and there'll be a run. Yeah, the IPL. Well, it happens a lot too. Well, whether you call it, depends on where you live. Soccer or football, you call it different things. And certain, well, I work for the radio station, and they have a show called World Football, and this is Australia. But people still call it football here in Australia. But you know what I mean, soccer or football, depending on where you live. Basically, they have the issue of franchising heavily because of the Premier League and all that. So there really isn't much international stuff, although I heard the Socceroos got through to the World Cup, which is yes. Can't wait for that. Socceroos, such a great team, I think. They don't usually win, but it's good when they do, if you know what I mean. I think it's a bit of a shame because AFL gets all the attention, but like bowls and that one's down the pitch and that one's beating him outside off stump. That's no run. People forget how popular cricket is, for example. Cricket is almost equally as popular as AFL, if not more popular at times. And soccer or football in Australia is actually quite good, but it gets zero coverage in the media, so it's a bit interesting. So yeah, it's good fun knowing about what's happening in different sports. I do something funny in my radio show where I'm not doing a sports update this week because I've got a really good guest on and I can have some good chat. But when I do a sports update, I usually just go through the cricket, rugby, Formula One, anything but AFL because like the AFL is all over. It's everywhere. Like you might like AFL. Don't get me wrong, it's all right, but this is cricket's better. Bowls to Labuschagne, that's hit to mid-wicket for no run. Share your thoughts in the live chat. Do you like AFL? Or have you never watched it before? I don't know who these 7 people are. They're probably random people who just like hearing me speak. It's a fresh voice. I've never heard this person speak before. I want to listen to him. So thank you for that. And yeah, bowls to Labuschagne again, and that one's clipped through square leg, and he will grab a run. Yeah, so 2 for 80. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. You know, the general gist of things. I want to check what we're at right now. 480. Alright, not too bad. I think I lost one. But please, guys, subscribe. I need your support. So, yeah. I'd like to get to 500. I wanted to get to 500 6 months ago. So, I hate to sound like a beggar, but I need your help. Because this takes a lot of work and I've got such a busy life. I actually want to do this into it. Bowls. And that one's looped up and Smith defends it for no run. I can't say this to you without sounding rude. I kind of want this to be a bit of a job. End of the over, 2 for 80. Like, I don't know if it's possible, though, to be able to grow the channel enough to make it monetizable, because it's quite hard, but that's why I really need support, because I don't really have the time to do this for free. But if I'm making money doing this, I will do it all the time. I mean, if you want to, you can pay me. I don't mind. You can send me a few $100s. I'm happy with that. If you want, but I understand that not many people have the money to, so I'm not pressuring it. I'm just trying to build the channel more. You know, if I'm doing more live streams in the future and you know someone who could potentially sponsor it, that would be really nice, actually. So sponsorships, payments, bringing the channel up, all these different things, you know. Live streaming is good because you actually get out to an audience and, you know, I said before, as I said earlier in the stream, if you listen for this whole thing, you're a legend. But basically, going live on anything, radio, YouTube, whatever, is a lot better than just doing recording stuff and then listening after or watching after. Because as much as it's fun having a good production, it's actually quite hard work. Like, I'm just sitting here and all I need to do is change the scores, and I sort of work while I'm doing it. But it's fun as well because there's a live chat. Well, unfortunately, this live chat doesn't seem to be so interactive, but there are people viewing this, and it might put a few hundred views in my channel and kick up the watch hours a bit, kick in a few subs, get you guys engaged, and if I get you guys engaged, I can do more of this stuff, so that's the good thing. 26 overs gone, 2 for 80. Did I talk for an over without looking? Hope I didn't. Regita's in the attack. He bowls to Labuschagne. That's outside off stump. Left alone for no run. Labuschagne's on 29. Smith's on 7. Thank you for your company for this first session stream. I've got about 10 to 15 minutes left. And it's been not too bad, hasn't it? Just keep batting well. Keep playing the game. Keep going. Dick Weller, on the other hand, keeps missing the stumpings. So, Sri Lanka in this series have sort of had so many wicket opportunities with their spinners in tricking the batsmen. Yeah, the stumpings haven't worked out. Regita bowls. That one's outside off stump. That's cut. That is a magnificent shot from Marnus Labuschagne. That'll be 4. Yes, it was short. He hit it off the back foot. That was way too short. That was rubbish bowling. As I quote Jeffrey Boycott, rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Like, you can't just be bowling short wide outside off stump and smash. 4 runs. Pay the price. You need to bowl better line, mate. That is not where you bowl. You need to hit the length correctly, don't you? There's been 9 boundaries in this innings, but to be honest, that short stuff, that was a bit of a one-off because he's bowled some good stuff for Regita. Bowls again. That one's outside off stump, and he gets to the better length, and that's left alone. So, proves the point. You bowl a good delivery. It doesn't matter if it's slightly slow. That's 132 k an hour. It swings nicely. The Sri Lankan fast bowlers aren't the fastest, but it's more about the movement of the ball in these sort of conditions. I mean, that's why spinners are doing so well. So, don't bowl your seamers at 100 k an hour. But I'm not saying that, but it's all right. It's Sri Lanka. It's subcontinental. Right, Regita bowls to Labuschagne. That's left alone outside off stump for no run. How long have we got? 10 more minutes. Yes. It's been a while. And I hope to keep the game going and flowing. Yes. Alright, am I being annoying? Shouldn't say that. Alright. Regita. Labuschagne. Oh, I've got some drink left. He bowls. That one's hit him on the thigh. He hasn't hit it, of course, but the ball got to him. There'll be no run there. I might be able to put on, what I might do is I'll put up the YouTube underrated cricketers at the end of this over, and then you can sort of watch it and you can hear it. Nope, go down, go down, go down. Yep. Hang on, technology. One ball left to the over. It's 2 for 84. He bowls to Labuschagne, and that one's hit. Outside off stump. That's past point again. Lovely shot from Marnus Labuschagne. That hits the boundary. It's 4. Yep. And again, another short ball in the over. 2 short balls in this over. And that was very well timed from Marnus. So, Regita drawed the length back. And he pays for it. I think he was trying too hard in that delivery, if you ask me. And, yep. Treatment he deserves in that shot, if you ask me. So, yeah. Lovely timing. Absolutely lovely. Smith is on 7 runs. And it's 2 for 88 after 27 overs. I'll put on the rest of the Matthew Hoggard thing after. I mean, you probably haven't been actually. I'm going to put something else on because it's been long enough that it's changed up. I'll put up an Graham Mackenzie is an Australian legend. You probably don't remember him, but hope you do. Oops, that's not what I... Hang on. Bowls, that one's defended. That one's glided across the point for... Well, backward point, sort of gully. Third man more, actually, for one run. So, yep. We've got probably 10 more minutes left of this stream. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Hopefully you weren't too late to the party. You're not that late. You're not too late yet. You can invite your friends on, please. Invite them on. To enjoy this good quality stream. Audio levels, the biggest nightmare of my life, honestly. It's a good story about... I'm just laughing now. Bowls to Labuschagne, and it's been glided for no run. 2 for 89 Australia. Yep, so you'll hear all about Graham Mackenzie in soon enough. And that'll be very interesting, actually. It is a bit of an older video. Bowls, and that one's clipped through mid-wicket for one run. The video I did is a little bit older, so don't judge me for being 14. I think I was 14 when I made it, and now I'm 16. So please don't judge me. I was only 14, but enjoy it. Enjoy the information. I put a lot of hours into this sort of stuff. So yeah, it was good fun. Gee, I would love to be a sports commentator, or would I? I'm not sure. I love to do YouTube because it's creative, but it takes so much hours because at the end I wanted these different things and I needed bowls, and that one's clipped, and that's no run. So what I want to do is I kind of want to engage different. I want to do different things like special events and all that, but then the only way I'll get viewers is if I just do cricket. So that's not. I love cricket, but I want to do other stuff at the same time. That's what I'm trying to say here. As I said before, he bowls. That one's hit the pad, and that one's gone down with fine leg, no run. That's the video there. Yep. I mean, you can check it out right now, but I'll only put it on during the thing so you can sort of enjoy me covering the cricket so you don't miss a thing of this game. I'll make sure that you won't. He bowls. That one's gone back down the pitch for no run, so it's 2 for 90 at the end of the over.
Cricket. He was the guy who held Australian cricket together before Dennis Lillee and Jeff Thompson came along. And he was a star. Averaged 29.8 with the ball in Test match cricket. And there's some pretty great players back in the 60s that we don't know much about. Especially the fact he's from WA, and a lot of us underrated Australian cricketers are from Western Australia. That is a big thing about it. A bowling average of 19.55 in List A cricket. And that's something to notify on. First class, 26.96 with 1,219 career first class wickets, 246 Test match wickets, and 2 wickets in ODIs, because he only played one ODI because it was 1971. 2 for 22 was his figures in that one match of one-day cricket he played. He had a lot of history. I'm going to explain through it now. The 1960-61 season began with Mackenzie's third first-class match against the West Indies. He did not bowl in the first innings, but took 4 for 4.
Hang on a minute.
Second to seal a 94-run win, prompting the West Indies captain Frank Worrell to predict a
The dot ball just there. Australia are 2 for 90. I hope you're enjoying this thing. I'll actually keep it running.
For future. Further strong performances during the Shield season saw him selected at 19 for the 1961 Ashes Tour Down Under Richie Benaud. Following to an injury to Benaud, Australia replaced him with a third seamer, allowing Mackenzie to make his second Test at Lords as his debut during the Battle of the Ridge. He made 34 on his 20th birthday, batting at...
Hope you're enjoying the story about that. It's very interesting, isn't it? So there you go. The bowler's bowled to Labuschagne, and he's hit a couple of runs, and it's Australia 2 for 92. You're watching a live broadcast of Australia-Sri Lanka. Well, it's actually 3 runs there. Sorry about that. Again, it's just deceiving. I'll let this thing run off quickly.
At number 10 on difficult pitch. The last 2 wickets added 102, and Australia gained a lead of 134. In England's second innings, Mackenzie captured the prize wickets of Ted Dexter and Peter May, and took the first 3 wickets in 12 balls to give 5 for 37 on debut. And he just continued on to have a great career. That was how he started.
Alright, that's it. The end of the video there. Thank you for watching, I guess. Well, and back to the cricket. or in the second ball of the over, just running it out. So Regita bowls, and that one's outside off stump, blocked up the pitch for no run. It's 2 for 93, and it's great to have your company here. It's live watch-along. No doubt about it. Some classic analog TV content. Trying to, reminisce the old days as well. Those that have been watching for a while, there'll be people out there that haven't even spoken. They just watch it. You just watch it, I suppose. So, if there's any of you right now, you're honestly a legend because you've hung around for this. Bowls to Smith, and that one's defended up the pitch for no run. This could be the last over before lunch. I hope I get one more over to cover the cricket for you. And yeah, I'm not going to go to any breaks at the end of this over, I promise you. So yeah, it's always good to reminisce of what I've done in the past on this channel. This thing, it's been built out of my room, babe. I need to say this correctly. It's built in my room. Right, I've been done this in my room. I started here, I've been done it bowls, and that one's no run there to mid on. So yeah, it's awesome to have been doing, this channel's been an amazing creation, actually. And yep, it'll be good. Alright, I'll have to see if this is the last over. I'm not sure. But Smith's on 8, Labuschagne on 41, 2 for 93, 28.5 overs completed. Regita's 1 for 23. It's been great having you, but certainly need a rest after this. 2 hours and 1 minute live on air. Bowls, and that one's defended up the pitch for no run. So 29 overs completed. It's 2 for 93, and it looks like we will have another over. That ball was that, or not. That delivery there was 136k an hour. Might as well give the stat for you. A nice quick transition into the next over. To flow you through, I suppose. And yeah, it's going to be good. Alright. So earlier today, Khawaja got out for 37 for a beautiful delivery from Mendes. It just got him trapped in the crease. And Warner, again, not fantastic batting against Regita. Sort of, both these Warner got out for 5. So Khawaja and Warner got set up and both got dismissed earlier on today. We're heading towards the end of the third session, this live stream on Analog TV. Don't forget to subscribe and support the channel. Also, share your thoughts in the live chat. We have Regita bowling to, not Regita, Ramesh Mendes bowling to Labuschagne. That one's clipped to short leg for no run. So, yep. Last over, I think it's Ramesh Mendes. I hope I didn't get that wrong. It's Ramesh Mendes, yeah. He's 1 for 43 or 14.1. First time I've done a live watch along in so long. This has been good fun, actually. He bowls again to Marnus Labuschagne. That's blocked up the pitch again for no run. Labuschagne, yeah, decent batting here. 41 runs, 62 balls. It was a shame about Khawaja. Oops. Coughed. All good. I'm at home. Bowls, and that one's clipped through the square leg region for a run. So it's 2 for 94. All right. It's just gone past half past 2 Perth time, which I think it's... What time is it in Gaul? I'll check for you right now. All right, so Mendes bowls... It's 12:02 p.m. in Gaul, so it'll be lunch now. Ramesh bowls to Smith. He charges down the pitch and he hits it through cover, and that'll go for 4. Excellent shot for Smith. He took the risk because it's the last over, but it was a wonderful cover drive. He went down the crease, smothered the spin. Too much loop. He hit it before it even bounced, and that's the problem, right? You bowl it too full as a spinner, and Smith's a professional player. He didn't really bring his front foot to the ball exactly. He just flowed the bat through and timed it very nicely. And it practically, when you bowl it like that, he turned what was a full delivery into a full toss, and he hit a 4. So he's on to 12 now, 2 for 98 Australia. Mendes' figures are 1 for 48. He bowls, and Smith's down the crease again to mid-on, I think it is, and there's 1 run. So 2 for 99 Australia. And Smith has just been fabulous. So yeah, I mean, he's going down the crease. They are going down the crease a lot to these spinners, Australia, which is risky, considering it's probably the last over before lunch. We've got one ball left of this stream as well. I'm just doing a first session stream this week. So he bowls to Labuschagne, and that one's blocked, and it goes past the edge, not past the edge, but it goes past through the gully region. No run there. So that'll close a good 30 over cricket session. Mendes' figures, great figures. 1 for 49 off 15's been bowling every single over he can. And it was a great delivery to finish. And, you know, he was, as you can read his body language, oh, that was close. And I'm just saying, yeah. So, yeah, lunch on day 1 in Sri Lanka. So, it's going to be a good game indeed. I sense this will be a good match, a good contest. I don't think it will be that bad, to be honest with you. And I've just been enjoying having your company here because I haven't done this in so long. So yeah, I'll give you a run through on the session highlights. So basically, Warner started all right. Khawaja went down the track a bit. You know, they stepped around a lot, but Warner didn't use his footwork when he needed it, and he got out bowled. Khawaja, very articulate at the crease to watch. So yeah, lots of sweeping through mid wickets. With Labuschagne as well, very much attacking that mid wicket region. Khawaja, just good old fashioned Aussie, but he didn't hit much through mid off as we know. So when the ball came to him, it spun past him and boom, he's out because he went to hit it through mid on instead of mid off. And then Labuschagne nearly got stumped, but Diquella missed it, which was not very good. And then there's a couple short rubbish balls and it got smashed away by Labuschagne, I think it was. And then Smith just took a little bit of authority there towards the end of the session. And yeah, it's lunchtime. And what are the figures of the bowls? Well, Rajitha, 1 for 23 off 8 overs, 2 maidens, economy of 2.88, 15 overs for Mendes, a nice 49 for 1, which is all right. Shana, the debutant, 2 overs, 0 for 8. And what was the other one? There was one other bowler. I just need to check the figures now because it turned off on the screen. Basically, oh, that's right. Prabhath Jayasuriya got 0 for 18 off 5 overs. So, yeah, that was it. So, it's been a good session of cricket. Guess any last thoughts from you guys in the live chat? I mean, no pressure, but if you have anything, quickly type it because I'm going to switch off soon. I'm going to be rounding up this stream. So, yeah, overall, in my opinion, a very good session cricket. Thanks for your company. Yep. So, an end of broadcast notice, I suppose. To thank everybody for watching, whatever that's. This is all the cricket happening around the grounds. A nice display of that. And my face is here again. And it's just, yep, a big thank you. And yeah, I'm hoping to get back on the channel and do a live at some point, but I'm not sure when. I'm not going to promise anything because I don't really know. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Yep, 2 for 99, Australia at the end of the session. Thank you all for joining. Good. Have a wonderful afternoon or morning or night, depending on your time zone. For me, afternoon. So have a great afternoon. Yep. I'll be following this game a bit, you know, working on my radio program, which you can check out tomorrow. And yeah, analog TV, YouTube. Going to be fun. I really miss, and it's going to be hard because I have that Saturday show. I really miss doing special events as well. I really do. Like, I remember Marty's run and all that. That was one of the most fantastic experiences to broadcast. And, you know, I much had a couple of tech issues. I was supposed to live stream the finish of the run that didn't happen. Just the fact that someone could run 600 kilometres in the name of mental health. And he's done other runs as well. I don't know if I don't think he's watching. But, I mean, if he is watching, you're a legend. Shout out to you, Marty. And people like that as well. And I had some fun with the backyard cricket as well. That was great. You know, it took me a lot of editing, but gee, everyone had their character expressed in that series so well. That was May last year. Gosh, that's over a year ago. And Marty's run was 2 or 3. That was nearly 3 years ago. Gosh, time flies by when you're having fun. That's for sure. It does feel like a while ago, to be honest, actually. But it was such good memories. So, yeah, I'm glad to be sharing the memories with the audience. So, yeah. Me giving my peace of mind. Alright, so what's the time now? Nearly 2:40. Look, I'm not really doing much at the moment, so I'm just going to keep on going because there's nothing to lose, really. But, yeah. Thanks for those that have stuck out for the channel. Let me see if any of you have said anything so far. Double check. Because, honestly, I feel bad if I haven't responded. Zishan Mahmood. Hello, bro. Yes, hello. So, I haven't seen you before watching this channel. Maybe you have, but yeah. Hope you're enjoying the cricket. Australia 2 for 99. It is lunch break now, but yeah, it's been great fun. I need to close the live stream, but given someone's message to hello, I just need to say hello back because I do feel bad. If you want to listen over to my commentary, if you're really desperate, you can listen again. So yeah, it was good fun. I'll subscribe as well. If you want more of this, subscribing will encourage me to keep on doing that. That's sort of one of the parts of this. It's a piece in the puzzle. It takes me forever to finish these streams. I'm taking 5 minutes to say goodbye. I can't do this properly. Oh my goodness. Any thoughts on the cricket, guys? Alright. Not much, eh? Just me talking to air and just keep going. I'm going to keep on going. There's nothing stopping me right now. Nothing, alright. I guess, thanks for watching. Bye, everybody. I will be back when I'll be back. I haven't decided. Yep. If you're in Australia and on school holidays, enjoy your holidays. If you're not, if you're doing exams, good luck on your exams. If you're not doing exams, I don't know what you're doing.